Yeah. All right. Are you all good, ma'am? Can we start?
Yeah, dear. Start.
Okay, let's go. So, I want to obviously formally introduce you to the listeners and the world out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another. This is not just another episode. This is going to be an empowering episode of What's Your Sankalp, our podcast show, where we unravel journeys of individuals who dare to make a difference in their own life and in the life of people around them. And today I have the honor of talking to a remarkable individual. And it's an honor to say this out loud. Captain, Sunaina Singh. Thank you so much for giving me your time.
Thank you so much, Sankalp, for giving me this opportunity first. Fine. So, looking forward to interact with you or whatever little I know, I would love to share it with because I know most of the time, we learn from each other experiences. So that's very important. When we hear it from other, oh, that person has gone through the same thing, we connect so much to that person.
Right.
And I think these podcast series, which I think most of the young generation is doing it, the people like you, it's such a good thing, hearing to दूसरों का सुनना
Ah,
आजकल शायद वैसे खत्म हो गया people are more into this technology
yeah.
so wonderful, thank you so much.
I just want this to be an introduction of who you are, what you do, and then people will go to your profile and dig deep and research if they are interested to know more, right? So that is all what I'm doing. And hopefully, this will be like I will say, funnily, a cheat sheet to experience your life. But I'm not saying this is going to be a shortcut to, the success you had. You still have to go through the hoops and, work hard. But I'm struggling to introduce you. I said Captain Sunaina Singh, but there's so many things that you are. I took off from your profiles. How do I start? A teacher, a mother, a former army officer, a professor at DU, a PhD in psychology, a national foot handball player, and a sports psychologist, and very actively an SSB mentor. Am I missing something in this?
नहीं ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है और I'm thanking God that I'm getting these opportunities. I think there are many other people who might be interested in doing it. Sometimes they lack opportunities, so I'm that lucky person. I think who is surrounded by such the people around me. I think whatever little I'm doing it is just because of the strength which I get from my friends and my family. So
Right, right,
every time, everybody is not blessed that they are getting time to follow their passion.
right.
I'm
Yeah,
that blessed person कि मैं कर पा रही हूँ, कोशिश कर पा रही हूँ एंड वन आई ऑलवेज एक ही चीज मुझे हमेशा याद रहती है संकल्प दैट इफ यू आर लर्निंग इन योर लाइफ ना यू
yeah,
नेवर ग्रो ओल्ड
yeah.
that always keeps you young. So I'm always a learner कि what next कि थोड़ा थोड़ा जिंदगी में सीखते चले जाओ. I think life become easy also and
Right,
you stay motivated also. Fine. So
right,
thanks to all the beautiful people around me, all my friends and family through your podcast. Again, I'm appreciating all their things कि that they are giving me that space, they are that giving me that strength because when you are surrounded with good beautiful people around you, then you take decisions like that है ना
right.
आपको लगता है संभाल लेगा कोई ना कोई ठीक है. So I'm that blessed person. That is why I'm able to do a little bit. जितना भी मुझे मौका मिल रहा है, मैं कोशिश करती हूँ just to make the best out of it. That's it.
When you say this, it reminds me of a very famous quote, which I love it, which is, "You are the average of five people you spend the most time with," right? And I think you respect that quote as well. So I wanted to highlight all these, experiences or titles of your life because it's beautiful to see that you represent someone who can be multiple things in their life, right? You don't have to stick to one thing after you come out of college and then until your retirement. You don't have to be one profession for your life, right? What do you have to say about that? Were you always like this as a person, or did you always have this interest? You can't have this by birth, right? Like you must
Yeah,
have seen something or learned from someone on being different things in different parts of your life.
yeah. I think parents play a very important role in your life. Yeah, so when I was young, even my parents, Whatever little I have learned, I don't know a more social person than my mother.
Oh wow. Okay.
She's so full of love and warmth. You go to my city, everybody knows her. ठीक है? And मतलब I don't know, मैं तो मम्मा का 10% भी बन जाऊँ तो I have done the best. She is so much full of love, warmth for the people. So थोड़ा बहुत मेरा जो social aspect have come from my mother,
Okay.
and being professional,
Mm-hmm.
sticking to the time, discipline, and whatever job you do is all about my dad's.
Right.
Even when we used to clean our bicycle or socks, that also has to be the best one. That
Right.
is what he has taught me always. Whatever, at home, I belong to a very humble background. My mother was a teacher, dad was a coach. So
Okay.
since childhood, we used to help them out. So life skills, whatever I have learned, is from my parents. Then
Okay.
I was into sports, adaptability. The
Right.
best part which I learned was adaptability. So
Right.
कहीं भी छोड़ देते हैं ना, so you adjust to the environment.
Yeah.
And rest, फौजी training,
Right.
that was too good. Uh, once a फौजी always stays a फौजी. आप फौज छोड़
Absolutely.
सकते हो, फौज आपको कभी नहीं छोड़ती है. So
Right.
that zeal कि it's okay if you're not able to wear a uniform anymore. There are many other things to
Right.
do in your life. So again, going back, my grandfather, he always used to say me, every second person, if you're doing it for you, your family, immediate family, or your kids, that's your responsibility. You have to do it. You are not doing anything extra. For him, बंदा वही है जो अपने से बाहर निकल के किसी के लिए कुछ करे. फॉर हिम इट वाज नेशन, कि
Oh,
बच्चा अपने लिए सब कोई करते, यू हैव टू डू इट फॉर अदर्स. सो फॉर मी आल्सो राइट नाउ, दैट इज व्हाई आई वाज एबल टू कंट्रीब्यूट, बिकॉज life never goes as per our plan.
yeah.
Yeah, ups and downs will be the part of your life.
Right.
Every time we need to change our priorities.
Right.
So I can't control the situations, that I know that, but
Yeah.
how to react in that, how to make the best of it is very much in my hand.
Yeah.
So that is how I'm doing it. And being married to a Fauji
Okay.
is more challenging. When I was wearing a uniform, I was an officer. Fauj groomed me for that, taking all those challenges.
Okay.
But becoming a Fauji wife, nobody grooms you for that. Fine, so that becomes more challenging. But वही है, फौज की ट्रेनिंग कहीं ना कहीं. So wherever I'm going, I'm not thinking कि I'm, because you see it, कि being an army officer, being a teacher, and then, but wherever after 2 years, 3 years, I'm going to a new place, starting something new. Again, I'm a fresher,
Yeah.
Sankar.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a fresher.
Yeah.
But the best part, मुझे क्या लगता है? Thank God I don't have that ego or something like that कि I'm starting with the salary which is as a fresher salary. तो मुझे वो नहीं लगता है. For me, most important thing is if I'm talking to 100 students at one time, if I'm able to make impact even in the life of two,
Mhm.
I've done my part.
Yeah.
So things become bit easy for me कि चलो ठीक है, पढ़ाने को मिल रहा है. That's the, if you ask me, the only thing अभी मुझे लगता है ना कि is teaching. I want to, whatever little I know when I am with my students, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. That's what I enjoy the most.
But ma'am, I don't know if this will sound rude, but it sounds
No,
like it was easy for you because you had such a good support in your family, grandparents. Let's talk
बिल्कुल.
about the parallel side of it for people who are not as blessed as we are in such situations. I don't know if you want to, give any advice as such for people who don't have, strong support from family as they want to pursue their dreams and passions and explore the world. What words of wisdom do you have for, such young minds out there? Yeah.
I'll come back to that,
Okay.
Sankalp, again.
Okay.
If I say so, it does not mean that my life never had challenges.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Sankalp.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is just our focus, what we look upon at that particular time.
Right.
So, I was a completely career-oriented girl, ठीक है?
Okay.
On my father, it was
Okay.
never like कि मैं जॉब भी छोड़ सकती हूँ कभी. मैंने
Okay.
कभी सोचा भी नहीं था when I was of that, संकल्प, when I was wearing a uniform. I
Okay.
was into sports, बचपन से ही. In school also, I was the best all-rounder student of the school. You know, that child, okay, ये competition जाना है, send Sunaina. ये competition जाना है, send Sunaina. That kind of. Then
Okay.
even in my college, I represented all 3 year, all Delhi University. I was the best all-rounder student of the college also. I'm just giving you a brief so that you come to know what kind of person I was. Fine.
So
This
were
was
you always, can I call you an extrovert, or did you have fears as a little?
no, I was an extrovert person. There was no
Okay.
doubt in that. I was
Okay.
a completely extrovert person, friendly
Yeah.
person, want to meet, you know, from a gatekeeper to the principal, everybody used to know me. सलाम भैया, कैसे भैया, फैमिली में कैसे भैया, चाहे हमारा सफाई वाला हो, पियन हो, मेस इंचार्ज, एवरीबडी यूज्ड टू नो मी. आई एम अ पीपल पर्सन, ठीक है. मेरे को लोगों में ही खुशी मिलती है शायद से. इसी खुशी की वजह से शायद मैं वो सपोर्ट सिस्टम भी बना पाई हूँ लोगों के साथ सपोर्ट देके.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
रिलेशनशिप ऑलवेज अ टू वे प्रोसेस.
Yeah.
अगर हम कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं करेंगे, नहीं मिलता.
Yeah.
आपको अगर आप 100 डालोगे तो देखना आपको 20-30 तो जरूर मिलेगा. ठीक है. So
Yeah.
again coming to that, then I joined Forge. When I joined Forge also, when I passed out from there, I was in the top 3 merit list there also. ठीक है.
Okay.
Completely professional, ऐसी बात नहीं. फौज में अच्छा किया, इंट कोर मिला. I was doing good. Again blessed. Got married. Again, you know, priorities बड़ी clear रखी मैंने. Life is what we make it, संकल्प. आप मानो या ना मानो, आपको पता है आप क्या कर रहे हो.
Yeah.
All the young generations also.
Yeah.
When there was a time to party, to do something, yes, I have put an extra effort in focusing what I wanted to achieve in my life. So I have the, मैंने कभी priorities को mix नहीं किया. I think बहुत humble background से थे. My parents have struggled a lot. We have seen them struggling for us.
Right.
We have
Right.
seen them. That was a time, you know. So I have never complicated that life. बड़ी simple चलने दी. जैसी चल रही है. This is what is required. फौज करी, बन गई. मैं कहा now I want to get married. मेरी शादी कर दो. मतलब very simple life
Yeah.
कि ज्यादा नहीं. ठीक है, but next job मिल गई, सब कुछ मिल गया, get married, and again जब प्रायोरिटीज क्लियर होती है चीजें बिल्कुल. एंड एट दैट टाइम आल्सो माय पेरेंट्स आस्क्ड मी किससे शादी. मैं कहा मुझे सिर्फ अच्छे लड़के से शादी करनी है. आई नेवर हैड द संकल्प क्राइटेरिया कि फौजी होना चाहिए या कॉर्पोरेट में होना चाहिए, यूएस. नेवर एवर. मुझे लगता है अगर इंसान अच्छा है, इफ अ पर्सन इज गुड, यू आर गोइंग टू एडजस्ट विद एनीथिंग.
Right.
ठीक है. So that I always had that clarity also in my. मैं कहा मम्मा, I just want to get married to a good human being. ठीक है, वो जैसा भी होगा, I'll adjust. That's not an issue. And I was lucky enough. Fine. Again, फिर I got met Pradeep because simple life रखना सोचा हमेशा. I never wanted to do this. मुझे लगता है कई बार ना perfectionist बनने के अंदर भी ना, it become neurotic for people.
Yeah.
ठीक है, life can be simple also, and you
Right.
can enjoy also these little moments. After doing that, when Nirbhay was born,
Okay.
my mother instinct overpowered everything, Sankalp.
Okay.
तब तक मुझे नहीं समझ में आता था कुछ भी ना. The moment निर्भय was born, मुझे पता ही नहीं चला कि I'm like I can be like that also.
Okay.
ठीक है. उस टाइम पता चलने लगा जब मेरे को 12th के बाद मैंने when I asked my dad that I don't want to do my engineering. My dad asked me why. मैं कहा because I want to study in Delhi University. I've heard intelligent students study in Delhi University, so I want to go there only. And my dad, okay, go. मैं कहा you come with me. I've never been to Delhi all alone. कहते who has to study? मैं कहा I. Then you go and do it. And imagine early in the morning, he left me in Haryana Roadways bus. 5 o'clock, go there, fill your form and come back. At that time, I thought how brave I am. But after becoming a parent, I realized how brave was that person.
Yeah.
You learn from these things. So when Nirbhay was born, na, my mother was working. वो नहीं आ सकती थी. Then second thing, my grandfather was working. My mother-in-law could not come. There was still the time left. मैं कहा यार, I was due for field posting. My husband was due for field posting. I was masters. He's an NDA student. वो बाहर आके मतलब फौज ही आती है उसको तो. He could not have survived after leaving फौज. Fine. And then after seeing everything, we have to take decisions in our life. Fine. Motherhood was a 24/7 job, Sankalp.
Yeah.
And wearing a uniform, putting those stars on your shoulder is also a 24/7 job. Without family support, I really need to take a decision. Though it wasn't an easy decision for me, Sankalp. It wasn't an easy decision for me, but I took it that time. It's okay. I'll leave Forge and let's do it what we can do it after that. Immediately I left Forge. Fine. जैसे ही मतलब after completing 1 year, मेरी वो maternity leave, 5 years का जो bond था, पूरा हो जाता है. मैं कहा, I'll try to do something else. After coming back, it wasn't again easy. I left Foch to stay with Pradeep to have a family life, and he got his posting to field station. मैं
Okay.
कहा, oh my god, अब मैं क्या करूंगी? Super independent girl altogether become dependent on
Yeah.
family again. Family support wasn't there at that time. मैं कहा, what needs to be done? At that time, my sister, but then my sister helped me out. But उस time भी did she, then she got married. She also moved. तो उसके बाद तो I had to do it.
Yeah.
फिर again कमिंग बैक दोबारा पढ़ाई शुरू करी. देयर वॉज अ टाइम, देखिए डिफिकल्ट टाइम आता है, हम सबकी जिंदगी में आता है.
Right.
टेकिंग राइट डिसीजंस एट द राइट टाइम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड वी ऑल नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इन लाइफ हमें सब कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट एवरीथिंग इन आवर लाइफ. पीपल हु आर डूइंग प्रोफेशनली वेल, they must have compromised on their personal life. Ask them. And people who are doing Sankalp good in their personal life, they must have compromised on their professional life. So there is nothing right and wrong in being either. आप समझिए.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all are different, Sankalp. I am different. You are different. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे लिए फैमिली, माई चाइल्ड वॉज एट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. आई कुड फील इट कि मैं ऑफिस में जाके माई माइंड wasn't there in the office. It was at home.
Right.
So I took the decision. So sometimes, so we all are different. We really need to see what is giving you that ultimate happiness. Set that as your priority. Give your 110% to that. Side वाली चीज manage हो जाती है. I could manage my profession, not at the best. You know, मेरे साथ वाले सब कर्नल बन गए. अगर मैं आज उनको देख के कृत करती रहूंगी, तो this life also will be a burden on me.
But you had regrets, right, ma'am? You had regrets?
No, that
No
is not a
regrets?
regret. No regrets at all.
In
I
your
took
life,
that.
you've never had regrets?
I never had regrets. Regret कब होता है? जब आप डिसीजन लेते हो
हाँ.
और वो डिसीजन बहुत गलत हो जाते हैं.
Yeah.
मुझे क्या लगता है, यार डिसीजन सही या गलत कभी भी हो सकता है. थोड़ी सी एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत से हम उन डिसीजंस को, फोकस चेंज करने से हम उनको बेटर कर सकते हैं. Life is never going to be perfect. Sometimes I might take a wrong decision. Take it as a pill. Okay, it's a life, yeah. Life has to move on. Fine. You really need to understand that life cannot be perfect always. Fine. There might be something, and it's a complete life. This one decision at least is not going to, is not going to affect my entire life. That is very much in my control. Now, whatever best is, I took that. उस टाइम मुझे लगने लग गया था, but I made sure कि मैं इसको ऐसे नहीं जाने दूंगी. Immediately, I completed my MBA.
Right.
Again, I started teaching back. Again, I got registered for my PhD. You know, whatever little. फिर मैं DU में पढ़ा रही, I was doing. Then my husband got posted again to a peace station. मैं कहा यार, निर्भय को तो father चाहिए. क्यों नहीं चाहिए ना वो. That was me who got him into the life. I again took the decision. It's okay, Sunaina, you go with him. I'll try to make best of it. Again, I went to a place like Firozpur. छोटी जगह थी. ठीक है, मैं कहा यहाँ बेस्ट क्या हो सकता है, अब ढूंढना शुरू करती हूँ फिर वहां पे ना. And you find something. There is no doubt in that. Unless and until, yes, sometimes there are people who work for their bread and butter. I completely understand that. That liberty is not there of leaving and changing your jobs. Again, I'm telling you, but whatever job you are in, अगर आप उसमें फोकस चेंज करके ट्राई टू मेक द बेस्ट ऑफ इट, बाय दैट टाइम यू डोंट हैव दैट स्टेबिलिटी टू कि अब मैं छोड़ के स्विच कर सकता हूँ, है ना. तभी आई कीप टेलिंग टू एवरीवन, ऑल द यंग स्टूडेंट स्पेशली, बेटा जब आप यंग हो ना, डोंट गो फॉर पे पैकेजेस. Just try to go for the work which you love enjoying. Now you, मैं सच कह रही हूँ, 20,000 में भी तुम्हारा काम चल जाएगा at the young age. But it's young age के अंदर, if you are able to learn more and more, by the time you will have more family commitments, there are people who are dependent upon you, then you will have more liberty. It is what you take. देखिए, it's all about your karma. Whatever you are doing right now, after 10 years, ये वाली चीज काम आएंगी जाके ना. Most of the young generation, these 5 years, they want to party, they want to have good time, they want to do something. Then at the age of 30, 35, when they get married, they make more. Or समझो Sankalp, the main is, we are human beings. We are social animals. We are emotional animals. ये समझिए, इमोशंस और सपोर्ट बहुत जरूरी है. लोग इतने बिजी होते जा रहे हैं, जस्ट इन वर्क 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 वर्क. उसमें छूट क्या रहे हैं? रिश्ते. Balance of a family is required. I'm 110%. If your husband is able to contribute, please go ahead with that. But if you think, most of the time challenging parenting भी बहुत हो रखी है. देखिए, ठीक है, जनरेशन इस जनरेशन में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हमारी पेरेंटिंग में कहीं ना कहीं प्रॉब्लम. When I remember that time, our parents were so contented whatever they wanted. There is no end to it.
Yeah.
Is there any end, Sankar? There is no end to your needs,
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
There is no end. And it is just at the end सब इंसानों को रोटी खानी है, दाल खानी है, and after age of 40 वो भी वही अच्छी भी लगती है. So you really need to understand it. इसको मुझे ऐसा लगता है sometimes in life we always see the grass is greener on the other side and we just completely forget to water our own grass. मेरे पास तो यही है ना, इसी को पानी दे के हरा भरा बना लूं, whatever. मुझे ऐसा लगता है अगर आप मुझे एक छोटा कमरा भी दोगे ना संकल्प, मैं उसको जन्नत बना के रखूंगी. क्लीन, साफ, बेडशीट अच्छे से लगेगी, छोटा लैंप लगा दूंगी. बड़ा घर होने की क्या जरूरत है यार, अगर उसमें रहने वाले लोग नहीं है. ठीक है, थोड़ी सी अगर आपकी उन डिजायर्स को आप कम कर दो ना, यू वुड बी एबल टू कंट्रीब्यूट अ लॉट मोर.
Ma'am, how do you have such a conscious life? What practices? I think one thing that you mentioned about is the people that you're around with. That might be your friends, family, your work colleagues. What other things that you do in your life, mentally, physically, that probably is helping you? Because, it is a holistic experience, right? It has to be multiple things. Any
या
giveaway from that?
या संकल्प, चीजें एकदम ऐसी नहीं आती है. वी लर्न फ्रॉम आवर ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस. आई माइट बी टेलिंग दिस टू 100 people, but they are going to learn it from their own experiences. Similarly, I have learned it. When I was 30, I was different. I wanted to prove. मैंने PhD भी करनी है, ये भी करना है, ये भी. But धीरे धीरे, when the time is moving, I always try to learn from my mistake consciously sitting. And I want to make sure कि at least next time I'm not going to repeat the same thing. चाहे मैं नई गलती कर लूं, it's okay. And next time I might do a next new mistake, but I make sure with consciousness, because most of the things are in our unconscious mind. We really need to get that in our conscious mind. It's very, very important. Daily you think, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. Till the time you're not consciously going to practice it, it is not going to come. I want to tell to each one of you, the time is changing very fast. This world is changing very fast. We all are running. If the environment is running and if we'll start running with that, hum thak jayenge. At this time, we really need to slow down a bit. We really need to, I do is self introspection and self reflect. We really need to reflect on our decision. Sometimes I write it down also. you know मुझे क्या लगता है संकल्प, जब चीजें when it stays in your head, it gets more complicated. The moment you share it with someone, it can be a person also, or you write it down, you get more clarity about things. If you have written it once, so next time your diary really helps you out. Because next time when you're going to, face the same problem, you have once written it, you'll be more conscious in handling that situation. It might not be perfect, but you will be more conscious. Last time I did that mistake, this time I really need to be careful for that, because you have already got that thing in your conscious mind by writing it.
Right. Yeah.
So you are more conscious about that thing and handling it. Third time, but we all are human beings. The only thing which I always remember ना, मैं बहुत जल्दी forgive कर देती हूँ, दूसरों को भी और खुद को भी.
Yeah, exactly.
खुद
Because
को भी.
we don't
Yeah.
register it at that moment, right? Like you said,
Yeah.
there's so many things going on. We make a mistake and then we're going forward. We're not stopping
Yeah.
for a moment and we're not, realizing what has happened.
And it
But
becomes spiral. You are
yeah,
going making a mistake again and again, and then it becomes a part of your unconscious personality.
how does
It
someone take like a how does someone take a moment, take a break in today's life? Because like you said, there's so many things happening in someone's life even at a young age. How do you break? How do you pause? Is that on a weekend, on a regular
No,
interval?
sir.
How does
For
that?
me, my mornings. A early person who gets up, I have never snoozed my alarm.
Wow.
The only thing which I value, Sankalp, is my time. We all have 24 hours. What we are going to do with the 24 hours is going to make all the difference, Sankalp.
Yeah.
My morning if जब मैं रात को सोती हूँ, we all are very conscious in putting that alarm, beat at 6, beat at 5:30, beat at 5, so that my complete day will be at rest. This is what do it, but you snooze it 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and your mornings are, oh my god, breakfast का time नहीं है, oh my god, उसका time नहीं है, oh my god, oh, वो पूरा दिन ही cycle खराब हो जाता है.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? I make my schedule, but it's not a punishment for me. It's
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah. Hmm.
मेरे लिए my mental health is most important.
Hmm.
Fine. And I'm telling you, I do make mistakes, but I forgive myself. I always tell, I'm not a god, I'm a human being. I can make mistake. I will very easily go to the person, sorry यार, मेरे से गलती हो गई, ठीक है. बट दोस्तों में भी बड़ी जरूरत बात है आज के टाइम में समझने की ना. देर आर, you're surrounded by so many people. आप समझिए, every people are not going to get the same energy. So you really need to keep a check on that.
Yeah.
जिन लोगों से मिलके ना, when you come like that, संकल्प,
Yeah.
वो मेरे लोग हैं, ठीक है. उनसे
Yeah.
मिलके सुकून मिलता है, ठीक
Yeah.
है. आई विल पुट सम एक्स्ट्रा एनर्जी उसमें, चाहे गलती मेरी हो चाहे गलती उनकी हो, मैं माफी मांगने को तैयार हूं. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू लूज दैट पर्सन एट एनी कॉस्ट. आई एम रेडी टू लूज एनी आर्ग्यूमेंट फ्रॉम दैट पर्सन, but I'm not going to leave. Those people get that positivity in me. There are many other people, whatever I'm going to do it, their face will be like this, ठीक है. तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए. I cannot please this whole world. This is what I have understood in last 5 years only.
Hmm.
I have struggled earlier, but yes, I have understood. Now I don't put most of the time जो हमारे अपने लोग हैं, हम उनको taken for granted ले लेते हैं भाई,
Yeah.
और उनके ऊपर एनर्जी लगाए जा रहे हैं जिनको हमसे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा. और जिन इंसानों को हमें खुश करने की कोशिश करनी पड़ती है ना, वो कभी खुश भी नहीं होते हैं. और जो अपने होते हैं उनके लिए कोशिश भी नहीं करनी पड़ती. दैट्स आई हैव अंडरस्टूड वेरी क्लियरली. दीज आर माय पीपल एंड आई एम गोइंग टू, उनके लिए इफ आई हैव टू वॉक वन एक्स्ट्रा माइल, आई विल डू दैट. If I have to say sorry without anyone, I will do that. I am not going to mind that. So consciously I practice that. And even also सीखा यार,
Hmm.
everybody love to be appreciated. We all are human beings. That's the innate desire. I do that.
Yeah.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है what you give, you get back. If I'm giving you a smile, Sankalp, you are also going to smile with me. है ना. अगर मैं एटीट्यूड दूंगी, अगले बंदे का 4 times मल्टीप्लाई होके मिलता है आज के टाइम में.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. Life is what we make it. It can be simplified. We overthink lot. Most of the time we are overthinking. वो मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा होगा, वो क्या कर रहा होगा. We have so many regrets of the past. We have so many anxieties of our future. और उसके चक्कर में what we are doing, missing on our now present, which is most important. So whenever मुझे ये anxieties होती है ना, I try to do what I love doing. I love doing at my home. जब मेरे को ऐसे anxieties होती है ना, मैं घर में सफाई करना शुरू कर देती हूँ, संकल्प. I love it. I will clean my house. My focus is completely on my kitchen. I'll arrange my cupboards. And the best part of this cleanliness drive is immediately you get the result. आपको दिखता है ना, योर हाउस इज पिक क्लीन. फिर शाम को मैं आराम से बैठ के आई कैन एंजॉय माय कप ऑफ कॉफी.
Will someone call it OCD though? If you do that,
Yeah, people will tell that OCD, but I take it as very positively. मैं कहा it's okay. Staying in cleanliness does not mean OCD. Fine. तो मुझे अच्छा लगता है, घर साफ होता है. देखो, from these things, that's me, Sankar.
Yeah.
I know that I'm getting, being a mother, being a teacher. ये चीजें हैं जो मुझे अल्टीमेट सुकून देती है. मैं सच बता रही हूँ. पैसे मिले ना मिले इज सेकेंडरी, बट आई एम टेलिंग यू, इफ यू आर गिविंग 100, पैसे मिल जाते हैं थोड़े बहुत मैनेज करने के लिए. इतना मुश्किल नहीं होता है. इफ यू आर वर्किंग विद कंप्लीट योर पैशन, डेडिकेशन, एवरीथिंग इज मैनेज हो जाता है. धीरे धीरे थोड़ा शुरू में कम होता है, बट आफ्टर अ लेवल ऑफ टाइम अगेन यू आर वर्किंग इन द राइट डायरेक्शन. आई एम श्योर यू आर गोइंग टू गेट योर efforts back. In case of money also, money can be इधर उधर थोड़ा बहुत, but enjoyment वो बहुत चीजें जरूरी होती है. Third, my home. चाहे छोटा है चाहे बड़ा हो, even from my hostel days, I always wanted my room to be the best one. Almiras, t-shirt एक तरफ, आराम से हर चीजें प्रॉपर. That's me. In case if I'm getting it from that, और मैं यही काम ना करूं, obviously Sankalp, I'll not be that happy person in my life.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to in school और college, कई बार मुझे बोलना पड़ जाता है, कई बार जॉबों पर, but family commitment बहुत जरूरी होती है. I have to take up time for my parents. I say sorry. मैं no बोल देती हूँ. ठीक है यार, नहीं कर सकते आप हर चीज, मेरे पास भी 24 ही घंटे, हर को प्लीज नहीं किया जा सकता। इस टाइम में प्रायोरिटी ये है, यस माय पेरेंट्स नीड मी, इवन इफ माय बॉस इज गेटिंग उससे डिस्टर्ब भी हो रहा है, इट्स ओके। ठीक है, माय प्रायोरिटीज इस टाइम है, बट देयर आर सर्टेन कुछ ड्यूटीज हो जाती है, उनसे आप नहीं भाग सकते। फॉर एग्जाम्पल योर पेरेंट्स, यू जस्ट कांट से नो, इसमें कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है। फिर आप उसको प्यार से कर लोगे तो उतना ही अच्छा हो जाएगा, है ना। और थोड़ी बहुत हॉबी होनी चाहिए, जिंदगी ना जीनी आनी चाहिए संकल्प। मुझे बड़ा जरूरी है बच्चों को सिखाना आज के टाइम में। एवरीबडी इज एंड दैट माय पेरेंट्स हैव टॉट मी। संकल्प, मेरी मम्मा रात को व्हेन शी यूज्ड टू स्लीप ना, शी यूज्ड टू, हे भगवान इससे ज्यादा पैसे चाहिए नहीं, और ये दाल रोटी हमारी कभी रोकना मत। शी आई हैव नेवर सीन माय पेरेंट्स वर्किंग फॉर मनी। आई थिंक वी हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम दैट। इट्स नॉट कि मेरे पास बहुत पैसे हैं, इट्स नॉट, we are a normal one income group. I might earn sometime, some months I might not earn some other time, but it's okay with us. Fine, till that I'm able to contribute in someone else's life, I'm happy about that. Or please Sankalp, in today's world, अगर आप काम करना चाहते हो, काम की कमी नहीं है। If you have talent, if you have passion, lot many people are there to again your attitude, it matters. आप कहाँ लेके जा रहे हो, क्या लेके जा रहे हो, बहुत मैटर करता है संकल्प। सो these little things I think I have learned throughout my life. Fauj have taught me, sports have taught me, my parents have taught me, सीखा है। Today again I'm learning something new.
So you
now
think you do a lot of experiments for yourself?
I'll not say experiment.
Okay.
I'll not say
a taste of it, like kaisa, how does it feel to do this, like play this game, or do a task or something like that?
Yeah, just say experiment if you can say so, because when I started with this Insta page of mine, it was an experiment for me. When I was started YouTube, first day I was sitting there all decked up कि मैं कहा चलो YouTube बनाते हैं, then there will be 100 people talking about 100 things, then I told myself, whatever I'm talking might be a very normal thing for 100 of the people. ठीक है, उनके लिए बड़ी normal सी चीज होगी जो ये बोल रही है, everybody knows that, but there might be 10 students in some rural areas who might connect with me. Why not to do it for them? People are there to judge you whatever you do it. अगर उस डर से हम कोशिश ही नहीं करेंगे तो हमें पता कैसे चलेगा? So when I started with this Insta page, because there was COVID all around, there was nothing, I could reach to the student. I was missing my student. At that time, I was going to different government schools. मुझे ऐसा लगता है in India, there is a lot of talent in rural India. But they lack guidance and opportunities. That's it.
Right.
I belong to village. मेरे अभी भी roots वहीं पे हैं. So first time when I had gone that, from there I realized, why not to do it for them? Right. It is something different, and mark my words, जो मजा गिविंग में है, ये लोगों ने ऐसे नहीं बोला है संकल्प। These are very thought, मतलब बहुत सोच के लोगों ने चीजें बनाई हैं। It's you do it for anything yourself. Your me time, my time. I want to do this. I want to do this. My profession, my career, my this. That gives you more anxiety to all the people. When you come to somebody else, you told me, na, you were blessed. Okay? Yes, I was blessed. My dad was like that. My mother was like that. If I was blessed, I have more responsibility now to work for those people who are not that blessed. We really need to understand that as human beings. But कितने लोग समझ पाते हैं? और जो समझ जाते हैं, they live their life in sukoon. It is very simple. You do it. You ask your mother. जब वो तुम्हारे लिए ज्यादा काम करेगी ना संकल्प, she will be at more peace. That is why mothers are compared with God. Their love is unconditional. Right. And these are beautiful human emotions. If you can feel that, I'm telling you, life problem aati nahi hai. When you are giving, when you are unconditional, when you are full of love, when you are full of warmth, when you are, आपको लोगों को देख के jealousy नहीं हो रही है, आपको लोगों को देख के inspire हो रहे हो, life becomes simple.
So we are in conversation with a very, very beautiful human being, if I can say that. And this is Captain Sunaina Singh. Ma'am, one question I have is researching about you on your social media platforms, talking to you in the last, half session that we had. How do you keep this positive attitude and smile? Do you have coffee regularly, any caffeine that you take, or some other kind of chemicals that keeps you this way? What is your secret? And do you have your low moments as well?
I make my life simple.
Mm. Yeah.
I don't expect too much, firstly, very clearly.
Mm.
If I'm feeling bad, Sankal, I'll come and I tell, today I'm not feeling good. I
Mm.
don't have any inhibition. I can cry in front of anyone.
Yeah.
The best is I don't hide my emotions. So whatever there is inside, there are many people who say so, सबको सब बात नहीं बतानी चाहिए, people might take advantage of you. There are so many people who tells you that. I am not into that one. मुझे ऐसे लगता है, if somebody is there to judge me on this, let them do it.
Do
Fine.
you believe
So
in evil eye? Dishti and those kind of stuff? No?
नहीं, I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I only believe in karma. मैं सच कह रही हूँ. मुझे ऐसे लगता है मैं जो आज काम कर रही हूँ, ठीक है ना? अगर आज मैं जो बो रही हूँ, वही मैं काटूंगी. I just believe in that. Whatsoever I'm doing today, ठीक है? ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. मुझे नहीं पता स्वर्ग है, नर्क है, नहीं है. Everything is here only. That is what my parents have taught me. The
Yeah.
only thing which my father has taught me, मतलब मैं सच बता रही हूँ, बहुत ज्यादा ना हमें, उन्होंने भगवान भी मेरे डैड ने बोला है, इज इनसाइड ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. इंसानों के अंदर ही जो लोग अच्छे काम कर रहे हैं, वो भगवान का दर्जा ले जाते हैं. रामचंद्र जी थे जिन्होंने बहुत अच्छे काम किए होंगे, दैट इज वाई उनको भगवान का हमने दर्जा दे दिया है. सो एवरीथिंग इज ऑन कर्म. उन्होंने काम क्या किए इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू ऑल. तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है इट्स ऑल अबाउट व्हाट आई गिव आई गेट बैक. तो मैं किसी को भी आज किसी भी चीज के अंदर, इफ आई एम गिविंग अ स्माइल टू अ पर्सन, I might get back that. If I'm giving an attitude, I might get back. If I'm jealous of someone, that person will feel those vibes.
Yeah.
There is no doubt in that. है
Yeah.
कि नहीं? And when it comes to negativity ना बच्चों, वो चारों तरफ फिर फैली जाती है. ठीक है? चीजें उम्मीदों में है. Why not? अगर whole day when you are just cribbing about something, complaining about something, criticizing about something, these are the negative energy which you are giving.
Yeah.
आपको क्या मिलेगी? The same thing you are going to get back. It is as simple as that. What I try to do with all my conscious and everything, ठीक है? Why not to talk about health? Why not to talk about happiness? Why not to talk about love? Why not to talk about good things in your life? हर चीज बुरी नहीं हो सकती यार. दुनिया ने Amazon प्राइम के ऊपर भी इतने नेगेटिव प्रोग्राम्स दिखा दिखा के, मुझे मतलब वो 2 प्रोग्राम देख लो तो आपको लगता है दुनिया आज ही खत्म हो जाएगी. लगता है ना? बट संकल्प अच्छे लोग भी तो है ना.
Yeah.
तभी दुनिया चल रही है.
Mm.
Why not to focus on those? If I can't be, one, at least मैं तो कोशिश कर सकती हूँ वैसा बनने की.
I
हर
believe
कोई
people are, like you said, people are preparing to meet bad people and not
yes.
ready to welcome or
People
say,
ask me,
yeah.
they tell me, so don't you get this, your generation people ना, तो उनको लगता है ये fake positivity होती है, fake ये चीज. तो मैं उनको कहती हूँ बच्चा सोच के देखो, full of negativity हो, सब चीज बर्दाश्त हो रही है.
Yeah.
That is what is reality. This is what is world all about. Why not? अगर इतना नेगेटिव वर्ल्ड होता तो खत्म हो चुका होता भाई. There are such good human beings also in this world who are making this world a place, जहां पे हम सब लोग अभी रह पा रहे हैं. It's not that bad, Sankar. Problem is our conditioning is becoming like that our focus is going on the things which is not right. Most of the time, which we don't have. Most of the time, whole day you did, मेरे पास जॉब अच्छी नहीं है, मेरे फैमिली में ये अच्छी नहीं है, मेरी वाइफ में ये प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, मेरे बच्चे आजकल ये कर रहे हैं, वो बेस्ट नहीं आए, क्लास में फर्स्ट नहीं आए, बच्चे हमारे फर्स्ट नहीं आए हैं. सोच के देखो ना, मेरा घर ये है, छोटा है, बड़ा चाहिए, अभी तो बड़ी वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन दोस थिंग्स. बेशर्ते सोच के देखो, आप सोच के देखो, आपकी जिंदगी शायद किसी के लिए सपना है अभी.
Yeah.
हिंदुस्तान में तो कितने लोगों के लिए होगी. You just really need to change your focus. And I always, when I want to think, no. Whatever little I have, I'm good with that.
I
We
I
are
believe
forgetting
in
what
this.
you have.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
जब भी दिमाग इधर जाए ना, बैठ जाओ यार, Count your blessing. Yes, my child is not coming first in the class, but at least he's a healthy child. Ask the parents who are challenging with the special kids. They have so many of problem. This one life, there was one. I was working. I really want to share that. I
Yeah.
was working with one of the school. वहाँ पे I was the head counselor over there. Nirbe was going to the same schools और part time मैंने वहाँ join किया था. So there was one parent. तो उनका उस दिन admission का कुछ था. तो I was sitting as an admission counselor over there for some period of a time.
Okay.
There was one parent who came, whose child was in grade 9, and he was an autistic child. Fine.
Okay.
And the moment they came, Sankar, I could feel it that she was trying to impress me. Impress me for so that I give admission to the child. Are you getting me, Sankar?
Yeah.
That moment of my life, she was telling me, मेरा बेटा ये कर लेता है, गाना गा लेता है, खुद से खाना खा ले. There were so many things she was mentioning. और मैं अंदर ही अंदर टूटे जा रही हूँ, संकल्प. A person like me who is so damn emotional.
Yeah.
मतलब I was holding my tears over. मैं कहा, no need, ma'am. He's a wonderful child, and more wonderful you are as a mother. I was trying to make her feel comfortable. The moment they left, मेरी आंख से आंसू नहीं रुके अगले आधे घंटे के लिए. मैं कहा, भगवान, who am I to decide on that? I am also a normal human being.
Yeah.
मैं कहा, how blessed we are. When
Mm.
I looked at Nirbhay,
Mm.
when I looked at other thing, हमें तब तक अपनी जिंदगी की वैल्यू नहीं पता चलती है जब तक हमें जिंदगी के थप्पड़ नहीं लगते हैं. ये हम इंसान ही हैं. I'm telling you, जिस दिन एक दिन in all my sessions, I tell it to students. The ultimate aim of, अगर आप मेरे से पूछोगे मेरी जिंदगी की खुशी की चाबी, पॉजिटिविटी की चाबी, जो स्माइल तुम देखते हो, is only शुक्रगुजार हूं इस जिंदगी का, gratitude. Nothing else. Nothing else, Sankalp.
Mm.
I have stayed in PGI for 3 days with my bua, and that too in emergency.
Mm.
जिसको भी आज जिंदगी अच्छी ना लग रही हो, एक चक्कर एम्स का काट के आना.
Mm.
You will come back singing a song. दुनिया में इतना गम है, मेरा गम कितना कम है. और अपने आप जिंदगी में सुकून भी आ जाएगा, खुशी भी आ जाएगी. चलो, whatever little we have, at least we have.
Is it fair to say, ma'am, then you should count your blessings? Because, some people say that, oh, you shouldn't count your
Me
blessings because it's
too.
already done. You
No,
should
no.
live in the
Who
past.
says so?
Yeah.
Please count it. It gives you so much of happiness at the end when you sleep at night. So matlab, not with my husband, but with my son. I
Yeah.
always tell him, never you are blessed.
Mhm.
Then he also says, yes, I'm blessed with the best mama. Yes, I'm blessed with the best dada. Yes, I'm blessed with the best family. He says so.
Yeah. Mhm.
और जब आप इसको अभी तुम मुझे क्या कह रहे हो? Why I'm telling you again and again, my family, my friends, because I practice it daily.
Yeah. Mm.
मेरे जैसे शायद औरों की भी बहुत जिंदगी में, बट उनको तो हम टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं ना वो ब्लेसिंग्स तो.
The thing, the point being, this has to be practiced every day
Yes.
of your life. People
Every
do
day of
this
your
on
life.
weekends. People do this on holidays, summer holidays, every now and then. But this is hard
It
work.
should be,
Yeah.
yeah,
Has to be done every day. Yeah.
there is no doubt in that, Sankar.
Yeah.
Because जैसे हम बोलते थे ना, earlier it was there in the environment. जो हमारे दादाज का टाइम, मेरे दादाजी का टाइम था, whatever there was there. सोचिए, दुनिया भाग नहीं रही थी.
Yeah.
ठीक है? A very simple example I'm giving you. When I was in a hostel, there was no mobile phone at that time. Fine. So whenever my roommate used to come, हमें उसी से बात करनी है. I used to look at her और देखते ही पता चल जाता था कि आज मूड ठीक नहीं है. Then I used to poke her. What happened? No, no, it's okay. I'm fine. Again I'll poke her. What happened? कब तक? जब तक वो बता नहीं देती थी. आज क्या हो रखा है संकल्प? Everybody is busy with their own self, either with their mobile or looking for them कि मुझे ये करना है, वो करना है. हम आसपास लोगों को देखना ही बंद कर दिया. हमने आसपास लोगों को महसूस करना बंद कर दिया. महसूस बोलूंगी मैं. महसूस is a feeling. Feel करो यार.
One thing that I want to say here, that in the Western part of the world, I observed more, how you go down the street and they look at you and they smile. Now, we don't know how they're feeling inside, but at least that's a good start, right? When you look
Very
someone just walking down the street on a regular walk to groceries, holding the door, smiling. We don't practice this as much back in our homes in India, those kind of places, right? I
but
think,
this time again will come.
yeah.
Again, यूएस में शायद कुछ साल अब वो टेक्नोलॉजी से इतने भाग गए हैं ना, they have starting started understanding the value of human beings emotions थोड़ा सा, और for that matters उनके लिए शायद वो अंदर से कुछ भी फील कर रहे हो,
Yeah.
courtesy और उन सब चीजों के
Yeah.
अंदर भी
Yeah.
सिखा दिया जाता है,
Yeah.
ठीक है। तो हमारा बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू मैं बहुत बार बोलती हूँ, व्हेन इट कम्स टू आवर सोसाइटी, ठीक है, आवर जनरेशन वाज मच मोर यार, हम तो सिर्फ DD1 और DD2 देखने वाली जनरेशन है, ठीक है। पेशेंस अपने आप अंदर थी, ठीक है।
Yeah.
पेरेंट्स शुक्रगुजार हर चीज का होते थे, बट नाउ आवर टाइम व्हेन वी लुक एट आवर किड्स, ये एक साथ 4 प्रोग्राम देखते हैं, यू नो नेटफ्लिक्सिंग, स्क्रॉलिंग, 10 मिनट भी एक जगह पेशेंस नहीं है। सो अब जब हर चीज भाग रही है, फास्ट हो रही है, तो सोसाइटी का क्या काम है एज अ पेरेंट, व्हाट आई नीड टू स्लो डाउन, which
Mm.
is not there in the environment. It is as simple as that.
Mm.
हमारे पेरेंट्स के ज़माने में थे, तो वो हमें करियर सीखना सिखाते थे। ऐसे करो, वैसे करो, ये करो, वो करो। भाग सकते थे उस टाइम में बिकॉज़ बाकी सब था। अब थोड़ा उल्टा होने लगा है। तो इस जनरेशन को सबसे ज़्यादा मेडिटेशन, सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन, सिट डाउन, बोर होना सीखो बच्चों। बहुत ज़रूरी है।
Oh yeah.
वी री
Yeah.
यस।
Doing the everyday things, everyday boring things. You need to have fun in that, right?
Very true. You really need or teach them. I really want my son to teach him. So you will not believe it. He always, Mama, you are the only mama who tell don't study too much, don't study. मैं कभी बस study is one part.
Yeah.
Please speak. मतलब और he is a teenager now. तो जैसे बड़ा होता है ना बच्चा, हगिंग थोड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्ट होने लग गया। आई रियली हैड टू टीच हिम, नो बच्चा, दिस इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग, हगिंग समवन, इट्स अ वार्मथ। आप सोचो कई लोग कितने प्यार से हग करते हैं ना, छोड़ने का भी मन नहीं करता उनको। इट्स
Mm.
अ फीलिंग विच इज मिसिंग। अब हमें सिखाने की जरूरत है। आई टीच हिम, प्लीज वेन एवर समबडी कम्स, बच्चे अंदर चले जाओ। आजकल के पेरेंट्स क्या है, किड्स अलग रूम में बैठेंगे, बड़े अलग रूम में बैठेंगे, बड़े आई call him, please sit, interact with people.
Mm.
नमस्ते करनी आनी चाहिए सबको, बात करनी आनी चाहिए सबके साथ। दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
I hated that when my dad used to do it back when I was a kid. Just bring
हाँ,
me in the middle of people I don't know. But 10 years later, that actually helped me,
यस,
interacting with people, making that steering that conversation,
कॉन्वर्सेशन,
keeping it alive. Another thing that I wanted to say was, and I'm trying to believe in this more often than not, that when you're healthy, in today's world, you focus on job, money, and other luxuries of life when you're healthy. But when you're sick, the only thing you focus on is being healthy. How fun is
डेफिनेटली।
that, right? Right?
दिस इज जो है उस पे तो फोकस करना नहीं है, उससे हमेशा जब वो चीज चली जाती है तो फिर आपको उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस, तो जो है पहले उसी को काउंट कर लो ना।
Exactly. Yeah.
तो ये सीखने की ज़रूरत है। मैं सच कह रही हूँ, अगेन इट इज़ अ स्किल संकल्प। द वे यू लर्न हाउ टू कुक, द वे यू लर्न हाउ टू प्ले बास्केटबॉल, द वे यू लर्न मैथमेटिक्स, द वे यू लर्न साइंस, मैथ, साइंस शायद इतने ज़िंदगी में काम ना आए, बट ऑल दीज़ थिंग्स आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू अ लॉट। एट द एंड व्हाटएवर यू बिकम संकल्प, you become an IAS, you become an engineer, you become anything in your life, you have to deal with people around.
Yeah. And
So
things
you
like
really need to
making
do
your bed.
anything.
Mhm.
एवरीथिंग। आपको मैं बोल तो रही हूँ, कोई भी काम जब आप अच्छे से करोगे, व्हाटएवर यू आर डूइंग इट बिकम्स द पार्ट ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी।
Yeah. Mm.
मैं कहती हूँ लाइफ हम अपनी खुद मुश्किल बनाते हैं, ये तो मैंने देखा है। लाइफ इज व्हाट वी मेक इट। हाँ, कंफर्ट में काम करना चाहते हैं भाई, कंफर्ट में अगर अभी काम करोगे, देखिए जितना मजा जिंदगी है, और अनकंफर्ट, जब आप अनकंफर्टेबल भी होते हो ना, उसका अलग मजा आने लग जाता है। और मुझे सच में लगता है
Yeah.
सेल्फ इंप्रूवमेंट से बड़ी कोई एडिक्शन भी नहीं है सबका। If
Mm.
you're improving on yourself daily, and when you're not comparing it with anyone, because once you start comparing, आपसे कोई ना कोई बेटर होगा ही होगा।
Yeah. Mm.
दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, यू कांट कंपेयर योरसेल्फ विद अदर्स। इफ यू आर डूइंग इट, फिर एट द एंड आपको एंजाइटी आएगी, फिर आपको लगेगा ओ माय गॉड ये भी रह गया। सो सिंपल सी चीज है, अपने से कंपेयर को, लास्ट टाइम इतना था, इस बार बेटर हो गया, चलो यार, आई एम डूइंग समथिंग, आई एम लर्निंग समथिंग, जस्ट कीप डूइंग दैट। फॉर मी आल्सो, इफ आई स्टार्ट कंपेयरिंग विद मेनी अदर पीपल, दे आर डूइंग सच अ वंडरफुल जॉब, बट देयर life might be, they might have some different challenges, I might have some different challenges, so we are some different people, no need to compare it with anyone. For me, for example, right now my son is my priority, he is in class 12, some people comes with so many of clothes, और मैं बहुत बार मना भी कर देती हूँ, देखो अभी तुम्हारे साथ घर पे बैठ के था, it becomes very easy for me, है ना, कि मेरे कन्वीनियंट टाइम पे। अब मैं उसका अफसोस थोड़ी, मेरे को बहुत जगह ऑफलाइन बुलाया जाता है इन पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, बट मैं ट्रैवल नहीं कर सकती हूँ। निर्भय इज ऑल अलोन एट होम, माय हस्बैंड इज पोस्टेड इन अ फील्ड स्टेशन, सो माय प्रायोरिटी इज क्लियर। ठीक है कि इस टाइम मैं यही कर सकती हूँ। ठीक है, मे बी आफ्टर 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, कुछ रुका थोड़ी ना है। हाउ कैन आई कंपेयर विद? ठीक है यार, उनके पास नहीं होगा, उनके पास अभी नहीं है, दे हैव ऑलरेडी डन इट, देयर किड्स आर सेटल्ड, दे मट, मैं 4 साल बाद कर लूंगी। इट्स जस्ट अ पेशेंस वी रियली नीड टू।
ये
अगर
कोई
मैं अभी निर्भय को कॉम्प्रोमाइज करके कहीं और जाती रहूं, शायद से थोड़ी पॉपुलर और ज्यादा हो जाऊंगी, थोड़े और पैसे मिल जाएंगे, थोड़ा और ही हो जाएगा, बट फिर सुकून खराब होगा। हाय, बच्चा मिस हो गया, अकेला रह गया, ही वाज जो प्रायोरिटीज बड़ी जरूरी है, यही जिंदगी में आपको सेटल करती है बहुत ज्यादा।
And then I want to reiterate what you said about some decisions you take in today. Like today, you take a decision, it's only a part of your life that is going to be affected. And like you said, it's not your entire life. You will
ट्रू।
get back to it, or you will do something else after, a couple of years. So that's also important to realize, right?
संकल्प में सबसे ये बोलते, सक्सेस इज नॉट अ डेस्टिनेशन डार्लिंग, इट्स अ जर्नी।
Mhm.
चलती रहेगी, एक गोल, फिर नेक्स्ट, फिर थर्ड, फिर फोर्थ, फिर फिफ्थ, ऐसे ही चलती रहेगी।
Yeah.
पूरी जिंदगी जीना है और एंजॉय करना है।
Mm.
डोंट मेक इट रूटीन लाइक दिस। चाहे 9 to 5 जॉब भी है, घर आके भी फिर मोबाइल्स में घुस जाओ, फिर तुम अपनी नेटफ्लिक्स की सीरीज देखना शुरू कर दो, फिर तुम, आप सोचो, फिर पार्टी करना शुरू कर दो, फिर तुम दारू पीना शुरू कर दो, दारू पीने के बाद लोगों को यही पता नहीं होता व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इट, यू आर वेस्टिंग योर टाइम एंड एनर्जी। व्हाई नॉट कमिंग बैक, सिटिंग विद योर किड्स, प्लेइंग विद योर किड्स? सोच के देखो, देयर इज अ बैलेंस।
Yeah. Mm.
समझिए, ठीक है ना? ये अपने एक्शंस ही हैं जो रिग्रेट कराते हैं हमें बाद में।
Mhm.
तो पहले ही थोड़ा सा कंट्रोल करके, सी व्हाट आर योर प्रायोरिटीज, व्हाट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू राइट नाउ, मेक इट अ प्लान, राइट इट डाउन ऑन द पीस ऑफ अ पेपर। अगर नहीं हो पा रहा है, ठीक है, 10 चीजें लिख रहे हो, 10 में से 5 भी करोगे, वो भी बहुत है।
Yeah.
इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आई वॉन्ट टू टेल टू ईच वन ऑफ यू, partying is okay, but spending quality time with your family is also very, very important.
Yeah.
Making small moments happy for other, giving surprises to other, making other people feel happy with you,
Yeah.
giving that safe space to else, किसी दूसरे को देना। इट इज नॉट ऑलवेज मी, मुझे सेफ स्पेस चाहिए यार, हम दे भी तो सकते हैं ना किसी को वो सेफ स्पेस।
True. Yeah. How did you become from Sunaina Singh to Captain Sunaina Singh?
So I served with Indian Army as an Int Corps officer. That is why this captain is there with me. Fine. I served with Indian Army. So I joined Defense Services after my masters. So I joined Int Corps of Indian Army. I served there for 5 years as a short service commission officer. After 5 years, I had an option to continue, but in my time, Sankalp, there was no permanent commission given to the women officers. So my job was there just for 14 years at that time. So I took a decision to leave after 5 years and wanted to come back to my own teaching profession, because my husband is also a serving army officer. So it was very difficult for both of us with a small young kid to manage, because Forge is again 24/7 job. That is what. After leaving Forge, then I did my then I did my MBA and PhD. Then I came back to teaching. Now I am guiding and mentoring students who wants to join Indian Army.
Okay.
I am mentoring them for their interview process, and that is SSB, we call it. And I run a guidance program. It is a SSB guidance program, and I call it as SGP Sankalp. So it's a program, and it's a 2 weeks program where I tell them the complete procedure of SSB. जो SSB होता है वो 5 day process होती है. First is the screening stage, then psychological testing, GTO, and then your personal interview. But more than that is there's a personality assessment test. So they really check the officer like qualities in you. So 15 दिन के अंदर nobody can build it. I'm guiding them so that they can build those qualities in their life. So we completely focus on their personality. We work on how to build positive attitude. We work on how to manage their time. We work upon how to work on their communication skills, how to handle their failures so that they become fearless, how to build emotional intelligence.
Right.
Most important thing, अच्छा leader बनने के लिए is the emotional intelligence which is required. So we work on that, and these are very basic minor things, but we really need to practice in day to day life so that it becomes a part of our personality. So my entire program is on that. So it is just not for the SSB, any student who are struggling with their life. It is, just to see how to set your priorities, how to take your decisions, how to handle things in your life.
Yeah, I was going to say this doesn't sound like a preparation for the army. It sounds like a preparation for life. The
Yes.
programs that you're focusing on in
So
this.
when you become a Fauji, why this organization is doing so well? Because they select you with that.
Right,
They want, when it comes to OLQs, basic क्या देखना चाहते हैं वो वहाँ पे, they look for some personal qualities. Number one is adaptability.
right,
Number two is selflessness.
right.
Number three is integrity. Then comes your communication skills. Communication skills does not mean the words, how you say it. तो बोला जाता है जो वॉर जीती जाती है वो दिमाग से नहीं, होश से नहीं जीती जाती, जोश से जीती जाती है. तो आपको जोश दिलाना भी आना चाहिए. सो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स आर ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, और ये सब चीजें सीखने में टाइम लगता है. You really need to work upon ground. More than physical strength, your mental stamina is required for Forge. You really need to be mentally strong. When your brain says, I can't do it, it needs to be replaced with, yes, I can do that. So Forge mein tabhi they ask you just, do you have it in you? So
Mhm.
they ask you. So the question, the tagline for Indian Army is, do you have it in you? So I ask my students, in case if you don't have it, then I am there to guide you. So ये जो मैंने प्रोग्राम बेसिकली उन बच्चों के लिए चलाया है जो फाइनेंशियली थोड़ी स्ट्रगल करते हैं. इट्स अ वेरी मोस्ट इकोनॉमिकल program on internet. 15 days program. I take all the classes. I'm not giving any coaching. I'm just giving them the guidelines, because to become a Fauji, they really need to work themselves. They don't need supervision. फौजी बनने वाले हैं तो काम गाइडलाइंस हम दे रहे हैं, रास्ता हम दिखा रहे हैं, काम बच्चों को करना है.
Coming from the south part of India, there are very few professions that I get to hear about when I grow up. It's either an engineer, a doctor, and those kind of things. So, how does someone like that get a taste of what the army is, what the process is? Is it as simple as maybe joining a program like yours to understand, a profession like that, or, passion, how to pursue a passion in the army? And then the financial side of it, right? How do you balance that? So because a lot of people are scared or
I,
don't know how to join the army and provide services to the nation because of the financial side of it, because they
yeah,
don't know if we will be able to earn enough money to sustain.
yeah.
And also life, life is
Okay.
at risk, right, being in the army. So what do you have to say about that, such a profession?
Yeah, I do agree with that. In South also, and even in the some part of Northeast or some jagah. So I myself have started with this mission Join Indian Army, which is nothing but a awareness program. To I'm going to different schools and guiding student. This is what is life all about in army. This is what you get. This is the procedure how you do it. But still, through your podcast, I really want to tell to eat all your viewers, in case if you know someone, they should visit a website that's an official website of Join Indian Army.
Okay.
www.joinindianarmy.nic.in. Very clearly they have, everything is available over there. What kind of lifestyle is there, what kind of opportunities you get, आपका सैलरी कितना होगा, सैलरी के सिवा आपको मेडिकल फैसिलिटी क्या मिलती है, स्पोर्ट्स फैसिलिटी क्या मिलती है, फैमिलीज के लिए क्या मिलता है. Each and everything is available over there. What are the different entries? You can join after 12th also, you can join after college also, you can join after your engineering also. There are n number of entries for that also. So the complete information is given in that official website also. So your students can visit that also. Still, we are there. There are many other like me also who are working in the field basically to make people aware about that. It's such a beautiful organization. The kind of respect you get in this organization, आप सोच भी नहीं सकते हो. You ask any Fauji how much you are earning, they will tell you I'm earning 100 salutes in a day. So that's how they answer it. The जोश over there. और बात रही रिस्क की,
Mhm.
संकल्प रिस्क कहाँ नहीं है.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's as simple as that. You go on the road, your
Yeah.
life is at risk. Nobody knows it. Fine.
Yeah.
So that is there. So risk is everywhere. But best part of army, they groom you to take all the risk.
So, ma'am, Captain Sunaina Singh, what is your Sankalp through this program, or through all the titles you've had in your life? What is your bigger purpose, if at all? You know how they say, this is why I was born. Do you think you have the answer to that question? What is your Sankalp? Mhm.
So for me, my Sankalp is again going back to my roots,
Okay.
fine, and want to contribute back whatever little I have learned till my life. Now it's time to give back to the society, Sankalp. That's the ultimate thing I want to do it in my life in whatever manner. I don't know कि मैं बहुत बड़ा कुछ कर सकती हूँ, मुझे कुछ बनना नहीं है आप, मुझे सिर्फ कुछ काम करना है, काम what am I best at? Guiding students. So for me, Abhi, for next, I think 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, this is what I would be doing at my own level. Right now, I have some, Nirbhay is young. The moment he'll go to his college, I'll have more time for myself. I would be able to contribute more to the society. So I will start with that only. जो मैं अपना ये guidance program लेके चली हुई हूँ, Mission Join Indian Army. I really want to work on that. So whatever, especially even to the Fauji kids also, because my program is 100% free for martyr kids. So if there are families, there are kids, I really would love to help them. It would be my honor if I'm able to guide them a little bit also. And even in the villages also, if there are students who cannot afford that fees, I am there to guide them.
Okay.
So that is my ultimate, goal, sankalp, anything. This is what I want to do for the next few years of my life, whatever life I have.
I love it. I love the spirit, ma'am. How you said, as you grow old, you do less things, but you're waiting to grow old and do even more things in life than you already did. So,
देखो पता है संकल्प जिंदगी बहुत खूबसूरत हो जाती है जब लोग आपको प्यार करते हैं उस चीज के लिए जिससे आप प्यार करते हो.
right.
You
Yeah.
know, I love teaching, I love guiding, and my student loves me for that. What else I need in my life?
Yeah, it's been an absolute honor. I hope, like you believe in, I believe in the same thing, that at least one person, and it's already done for me. I got affected by this conversation, so my mission is accomplished. So if another person is getting help or motivated by this, then it's just a bonus for me. And I believe you believe in the same thing. So thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you.
ma'am. It's an honor to talk to you, and continue doing what you are.
Thank you so much, Sankalp, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. मुझे ऐसे लगता है थोड़ा थोड़ा अगर हम काम करते रहते हैं ना, and small act done by millions of the people might change this world also. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. And this world is beautiful, and we are going to make it more beautiful with our own work.
And that is the butterfly effect that we have on the logo of this show, which we believe in, one change at a time. So yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, and take care.
Sankalp, bye bye. Bye bye. Good night.